Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now, I ain't got too long because I got a coaching call in 55 minutes. To God be the glory. It got pushed back an hour. Coaching is winding down from the discount sale I did in October of last year. It literally has stretched out this far. And it has been one of the most taxing, one of the most draining things I've ever done in my life. It definitely made me want to give up on coaching. It is very hard just talking to so many people. But my mentor.life is still up and running. So if you want to be a coach, definitely visit the site. Join us if you're already a certified life coach, or if you're a therapist or counselor or consultant of any kind, business consultant, author consultant. Go to mymentor.life, claim your profile, set up your payment, perfect your photo. But y'all don't forget that you could take those photos and put it in gemini.google.com and have it turn it into a professional headshot and tell it the size it need to be, because the site will tell you what size the photo need to be. And you can have ChatGPT write your bio, your favorite quote, to get it super nice and polished and perfected, and start booking you some clients. And just pay attention to your email that you sign up with. Y'all need to stop signing up with them bat emails, them back end emails that you never check, because then you be missing your sessions and all of that. And so we got that right there set up. Knew my mentor Bill. Shout out to Austin Pennyfeather, the number one developer in the world, is now on my team, and we knocking projects out the park. So get on over there. Saw this right here, very interesting. This from my wife's TikTok timeline. Not really something I would necessarily see, but being that we have so many black women on here, I want to come on here and talk to you about this, because there is a lot of pressure on you to be something and to do something, and the boss girl movement, boss woman movement, and being this and being that, and people making you feel like you less than or you nothing if you don't have this and that going on. And also too, I want y'all to understand just the level that it takes for you in life to stay mentally stable. Like, I cannot wrap my head around what Cheyenne Bryant and this young lady, is it Angel Victoria Murdoch, has done. It is just so painful to see. She pretended she was in PA school, which that's physician assistant. PA, which doesn't mean an assistant to a physician, which I learned from the historian of the class that that Angel pretended to be in. She said she's nobody's assistant. She said it's not physician's assistant, it's physician assistant. Not sure how much of a difference that is, but she said that mean they can work independently, see clients independently, write prescriptions for medicine and all of that. And they said Duke is like the number one program. I want to be a PA. Nine. Hey, one of y'all can help me get my bachelor's, because I tried to sign up on University of the People because it's free tuition. You got to pay a few fees, but the raggedy site don't be working right. So I ain't even been able to do none of my schoolwork. So I'm gonna drop out again. And after seeing Angel and Cheyenne, I'm about to fake me a degree. Lord be with me. I'm about to fake me a degree, y'all. Listen. And now we got Chat GPT. One of y'all send me a copy of your degree so I could photo scan it and have Chat make me one, just like get me a better job. And so I'm just shocked. But this is what I try to tell y'all. Imagine the state of delusion that Cheyenne and Angel are in, and imagine me working with a lot of women on social media. These are the type of women that I have to deal with in the comments sometime. And a lot of the comments y'all don't even see because it'll just show it to me. It's almost like it's hidden because they could tell that it's certain words in it that just are harsh or what have you. And I have a block party every day. I might as well be a club promoter because I have to throw a block party every day, blocking delusional people, because sometimes it's men, but very rarely it's typically women that I have to block every day for just talking out the neck sideways, disrespectfully, delusionally, and it's a lot to deal with. But just imagine, like, the lady, she took, and I'm gonna tell you something, like, I don't really use the word narcissist, but I feel like what Cheyenne and Angel is, if anything is a narcissist, it'll be that. And so I don't really feel bad talking about it because those type of people really don't have feelings, in the sense of they don't really have feelings or like a conscience. And a lot of times people try to like humanize them, which they're human, but imagine what they're doing to other people. Imagine what they're stealing, and imagine how the people who have gone to school and got that education and had that blood, sweat, and tears, imagine how they feel for somebody to cosplay, the word that everybody using, and come up off of it. Like Cheyenne and Angel made more money than the people who have the actual credentials make. So them young ladies, young men and women in that PA school at Duke, which I seen just mostly young ladies, they was so stressed and strained and wore out and tore up from doing that schoolwork, they ain't have time to think about a brand deal. Like, they was posting on social media when they could, but them women wasn't thinking about no brand deal. And I'm gonna tell y'all something now. If you had the brains to be a PA or RN or LPN or whatever it is in the medical field, go do it. Because I'm gonna tell you, from a male perspective, it is sexy, it is attractive, it is whatever term the guy want to use. It's all of that, because a woman with brains is hard to come by and it's very attractive. So if you got what it take to go do that, go do that. And it's sad, but see, it's so hard that you have people who fake it. And not just the medical field, even just getting a doctorate, getting a bachelor's, a master's, a doctorate, all that stuff is hard. That's why I ain't got no bachelor's, because it takes a certain level of attention and focus, consistency. And school just don't turn me on enough. It don't do enough for me to lock in on it. And I take that attention and focus into entrepreneurship and doing what I do. But for school, I just ain't had the time and energy and attention for it yet. Maybe after my youngest is out the house, and I don't need to make as much money to give them the best life possible, I can work a little less and focus on school. But I say that to say, it's one of those things to where it takes a lot, and some people will rather take a shortcut. And here's the thing with Angel, like, we don't see these people as crazy. We don't see them as crazy in the sense of like you need a straight jacket, but she played her homegirl. Like, her homegirl did a video with her and was shouting her out, like girl magic, like supporting her, like really there for her. And Angel over there, all of that, yes, and all of that. And the homegirl is like putting her on, doing a little video with her, like she in the health field, doing something in the health field. And he'll go, my wife sent me the friend post. And she basically was saying, like, I need some time to heal. I need to take some time to myself. I need to think and focus. And she was just like, oh, she took it down. Look like, and she was like, I just need some time for me. And she was saying that she don't want to pile on an already difficult time. And maybe being that she is in the medical field, she could see and feel and know how hard it is for her friend to be dealing with the mental health issues that she dealing with. And she don't want to kick her while she down is basically what she was saying. And that's a good friend to not kick you while you down. Like, that's a good friend. You can't even be mad by that. And I feel bad for the friend, but I don't know. But imagine the young lady mama or daddy or brother or sister, all of them who they grew up with, and all they friends know that this is their sister, and she just was out here route capping. And what are you gonna do after this? Now you got to go work at Wendy's. Like, I'm out here on public, and it's hard for me to earn a living. And I'm out here, I'm public, um, personal, personable, um, trusted and respected, no scandal, and it's hard for me to earn. And so I can't really imagine how I can't really imagine how Cheyenne is eating right now and what that is like and what she going through. And I feel terrible for her. And then also with Angel, they said she had brand deals, which we don't know if it was real brand deals, but if she had brand deals, it's a possibility that them people are coming back for their coins. And they like, hey, you breached a contract because you weren't in PA school, and we gonna need our coins. And so run me my money, or I'm suing you. And the companies who paid her, if she was actually being paid, the companies who paid her, they probably down bad right now because everybody down bad right now. And so they want that money back. Oh, but honey child, that money gone. That money up a creek. You sue if you want to. You ain't gonna get nothing. She ain't got nothing to give you. So just take that L. Y'all should have reached out to the registrar at Duke to see if they could tell you or verify that this young lady in the program. And if that's a violation, they couldn't tell you, then okay, you did what you could do, but that's the cost of business. Chalk it up as a loss. But I want y'all to know who you are, to love yourself, and stop faking for social media, because it's different levels to it. You might be faking like you bought that pair of shoes that you tried on, or you bought that outfit that you tried on, or that you was sitting in that seat on the plane that you walked by, and going to the last seat on the plane to sit next to the lavatory, but you done filmed in 3-4 seconds. You done filmed the business class lie flat seat on your way back to your seat, and now you done uploaded that business class lie flat seat, knowing you sitting in the lavatory with a jump seat on, back there, smelling doodle and fumes and oil. It's like, live your life. Live where you at with what you got and keep grinding. Get in the Purpose Pushers community. Tap into your purpose. Connect with good people, like-minded people, and build your life so that you don't have to live a lie. You don't have to fake. And I never forget, I tell y'all all the time, when my client went into the Giuseppe store, and she's a celebrity wife and baby mama. Well, was baby mama, then became wife, but of a celebrity. But when she was just the baby mom, the mother of the children, as we like to call it, more polished and professional, She went into the Giuseppe store and pretend and tried on a pair of shoes, took a picture of it, and posted it. And then her friend, who was another client, which this over a decade ago, I don't work with them no more. So and they weren't paid clients. It was just kind of like one of them little favorite things for the celebrities. And so the friend said she didn't buy them shoes. She just took a picture of it and posted like she bought them. I was like, dang, y'all moving like that. And I never forget, I seen them young ladies go at Fountain Blue in Miami. Them young ladies go dive on that center stage cabana thing, take quick selfies, hop up and run before security caught them. And just the front, just the flex, just the floss, perpetrating. Y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all got to stop doing that. Like, live the life you can live. Like, I'm finna downgrade. I'm finna downgrade, decrease everything. Live my life, man. I'm finna stop worrying about the Joneses. If I don't need it, I ain't buying it. If I don't need it, I ain't keeping it. I'm finna downgrade and I ain't worried about the Joneses. And so I see so many people that they will get a bunch of fake stuff to show it off. It's like, if you want to wear something fake or what have you, then okay, cool. Somebody see it, they see it. But now you can't floss with fake. You can't be flossing and the shoes, the purse, the clothes, and you showing it off like it real now. Don't do that now. Like, live at your means where you at. And but what this is a bigger sign of, this is a bigger sign of the mental health issues that people are dealing with and living with from social media comparison. And if you don't have any sense, if you don't have common sense, if you don't have an accountability partner, if you don't have somebody to kind of call you out on the amount of scrolling that you're doing on social media, you'll end up comparing your life so much to where you will be absolutely miserable, and you'll take and start to live a lie like this woman. And I guarantee you this is happening on much smaller scales. Like, a lady who is the customer service rep at the front desk got HR manager in her bio, and she's showing video of somebody else's desk like it's her desk, and she posing as a HR manager. It's women posing as, and we know the men be posing as the club owner, and they sweep the floors, and be posing as the athlete, the pro athlete, and they live with the pro athlete that they happen to grow up with. Be posing as remember the black boy who posed as a doctor? I think the boy was getting clients and everything and was a fake doctor. Like, people want to be something without doing the work to be that. It's just like in my field. You got Yada, Derek Jackson, Stephen Labossiere, Ace Metaphor. They all want to be relationship coaches, but don't want to do what it take to be a relationship coach. Don't want to get married and be faithful and love a woman the way she deserved to be loved. Don't want to do that now, but want to bump gums, want to make the money, want to get the clout, want to get the fame, but don't want to do what it takes to really be this here. And that's the downside of it. And that's unfortunate. And so here go the young lady who she gets out there and she faking. And it's just sad. It is sad. And I follow this account who posted about it. And she showed it. She showed it now. I say, wow. Yeah, she showed it. And then here go the thing. The lady was taking, it's an account on Instagram, the Public Opinion Court. The lady was taking and posting, get ready with me now. Get ready with me for psych rotations. And so her page, Angel Vic, so that looked like it was on TikTok. The lady took, and then here go another post. It's a beautiful day to be a black woman in medicine. Less than 4% of PAs are black. Let's change that. The Angel Victoria underscore. I think they said she done disabled her accounts. And it looked like she come from money because that dough handle is like a Benz. That's like a Benz dough handle. Unless she got a fancy Kia. But and then po thing, the child in scrubs. The child in scrubs showing the PA badge. Oh my goodness, po thing. PA school OBGYN. Now what y'all call that? Because it sounds like I heard them pronouncing Obgyn or something. Obgyn. I was like, nah, will y'all stop trying to be fancy and just say OBGYN? And I got clients who OBGYNs and I ain't got no college degree. Won't he do it? God will do it. He will get you to where I think I got one or two clients. I know I got one for sure and might have a second one. And one of them is a surgeon who do surgery for women, fibroids and stuff like that. And I don't have a college degree, but I specialize in what I specialize in. And so you could be yourself. And then on this one, she put, I'm 50% a PAC. I don't know what PAC mean. That must mean physician's assistant certified or something. Or I don't know what that mean. And then she doing what's in my bag, physician assistant student edition. Lord, Lord, my goodness. She talk what's in my bag. A lie. Talking about what's in my bag. Lies. And then she put on March 12th, 2025, I guess the secret is out. Go watch me on Temptation Island, streaming on Netflix. So maybe she went on Temptation Island. And so that just right there is, if that's her on Temptation Island, that could be a Chat GPT fill-in. But maybe she just want to be famous that bad. And I'm gonna tell you, I'd rather you like listen, you need to be saving yourself until marriage. But listen, I'd rather you get meet it down every day than to get out here and do this. Than to get out here and tell a lie this big. I'd rather you get you a toy and pray it off for you. Ask for forgiveness. Don't get out here and make no fool of yourself like this. And then here go the friend. Nah.
We thank God. Yes. And I always told her I can relate with some of the stuff she's been through because of the program that I was in. Like, that was also one of the most challenging programs. But I think healthcare is just that hard. Yeah. When I look back, I am glad I went through something kind of challenging to give me the confidence that I have now. Because you're really dealing with people's lives. And then being a black woman on top of that. Yeah, you gotta be on your toes. And of course, they want you to know what you're studying. They want you to be like knowledgeable about that stuff because you're dealing with real people's lives. I have PTSD from school. Yeah. I need some time to just let my nervous system just calm down. She gonna take a few months off. She said, yeah. Me too. Switch. Beauty.
And then she adding to the story. She want to elaborate on it. She want to tell you what you could do in it. She want to give you a little extra, and you can switch. You know, I think I'm about to go in emergency medicine and then derm. It's like, child, you about to be in the emergency medical with a straight jacket on. What the world is you talking about? And then, see, the thing about it is, you have to love yourself. You got to love yourself. So I could tell that she had a late glow up, but she have a set of teeth on her. And so when she was 12, she was chomping at the bit. And it looked like she was chomping at the bit. So the boys were overlooking her. And that's the thing. Get your braces, get your Invisalign. Like, correct what you want to correct so you can fall in love with you. And so that insecurity drove her. See, I'm a human behavior specialist studying human behavior. That insecurity drove her to want to be significant and to want to be seen. And then the child said, for the last 2.5 years, I just been grinding. So it's like, ma'am, have you and y'all been having this grift going for the last 2.5 years? Like, I hope she ain't been getting brand deals for the last 2.5 years now. And then the other young lady said they learned about her in their didactic year. Now, I thought that was a dinosaur. So whatever that is, my wife told me it's like your first year or something, preparation year or something, first year. But in the didactic year, they say they saw her post that she was in the Duke PA program. And they say they just was so busy, they ain't pay much attention to it. And they figured, well, I'll bump into her at some point. I ain't seen her, but don't know who she is, but I'll bump into her at some point. And then they start to realize, like, hold on now. Like, I ain't seen her around. So one of the sisters who got a little bit of hood in her, she went on the young lady page and she commented, hey, such, how you getting through this? Can you talk about how you getting through this? I haven't seen you around, campus yet, but can you tell about how you getting through this? And then she gonna reply, Angel, the crook, she gonna reply, yes, I can. Talking about she could explain how she getting through this and that. And then they say on her page, she'll be in Mexico, out there in Cabo, Tulum, wherever, on a vacation, and then gonna post like, oh, she back and she finna pop into class. And they like, you ain't got no time to be taking no vacation while you in this here Duke PA school. And she talking about, and I've been working. She had to say she been working so her coworkers know why they been seeing her at work. Cause like, child, how you in PA school and we seeing your butt at work every day? So what PA school you in? Her coworkers was confused. Now I don't know if she really worked or she just said that, but she talking about I've been in PA school and working. And then let me tell you what these girls is though. They are the yada awakenings of influencing because the girl driving got a ring on. And what she didn't realize what she gave away is she said this is something you can always fall back on. Child, you ain't going no PA school to fall back. You go to PA school, you finna lead from the front. PA school ain't no fall back plan. Child, that's a lead plan. You leading. But this young lady, she married the friend. She got a ring on. It's a rock, about a 2 carat. Got the eternity bands in front of it and behind it. She got a Van Cleef necklace on, which could be fake since her friend a scammer. She got on the nice Penelope glasses. I'm just calling it Penelope, but the black frame, good little shape. She got perfect skin, perfect features, perfect hair. The car she in looked like a Benz or a Range Rover, unless it's a fancy Kia. Cause Kia stepping their game up with them Tellurides sport tubes. And so she looked like she got on a Cartier love bracelet, which may not be, could be some a dupe or something like that. But she looked like money, and either like she done married a man with money or she come from money. But whenever a woman say something like being a PA is the fallback on, that mean plan A is to finesse you a in. Finesse you a dumb in who is probably a athlete, and he snatch you up, meet you down, put meat leg on you, get you pregnant, and then he never knows that you were not in PA school. He literally believed she probably had athletes in her DM. She probably was popping P for athletes, probably was dating an athlete and was on the low. And she getting ready to get married or getting ready to get engaged to this athlete or to this lawyer or to this doctor or something like that. So that is not new now. Cause I never forget when I was at college, in college, there was this video vixen who was known to be around town. And she went to college with me, but she was in all the music videos, even all the way up to Lil Wayne videos. And then all of a sudden, she somehow got into med school or some kind of health school and started dating an NFL player and an NFL player came to me and was like, "Hey, do you know her? I see she follow you. She went to your college. Do you know her?" And I said, "Yeah, but she ain't had the best reputation. She was kind of like a bop, like kind of like getting knocked down." And people were saying like she was like a HO and that she people they say she slept with Lil Wayne, slept with this person, slept with that person. So this bros, I'm giving him the game. I'm telling him just what I heard about her. How about this dummy? I feel like still want to slap him in his mouth to this day. How about this dummy gonna go and tell her what I said? Instead of taking the knowledge for himself, he gonna go and tell her what Tony Gaskin said this. So then she tells her friend, who is a what y'all call a 304. She bopping around trying to get pregnant by an athlete. I think she ended up getting pregnant by an athlete. Her friend go on Twitter and was like, I wish people knew how Tony Gaskins really feel about women. And it's like, that ain't how I feel about women. That's how I feel about y'all HOs. That's how I feel about y'all 304s out here trying to get pregnant by an athlete. That's how I feel about y'all that you scamming these men because you know they dumb, because you know they've been hit in the head too many times, and they thinking with their little head instead of their big head, and you know how dumb they is and how easy you could play these athletes because they grew up without a real childhood and they never been him because they've been catching balls their whole life, and they done made it to the pros, and a lot of them don't know no better. And I try to get them the game because I was on the other side. I was the womanizer. I was sleeping around, and I try to tell them, like, bro, that woman don't want you. She playing you. She does not want you and nothing but you. All she want is your money, and she want a baby from you, because that's gonna guarantee her a paycheck for the next 22 years, and she plans to figure it out then. But her plan is to raise a pro athlete because she got your genetics now. So now her baby got your DNA. She know you gonna support your child. She gonna put your child in the best sport that she could possibly put that child in. Then that boy gonna become a pro athlete and take care of his mama. And so now she went from you taking care of her to him taking care of her, and she never had to work. And so that's what I was trying to tell these guys. He goes and tell her. But the friend didn't realize she gave it away when she said fall back on. This something you could always fall back on. It's like fall back on. It's like, what in the world? Y'all talking crazy. And then somebody put 1,000-page PowerPoints with all the crying faces. And then somebody put, we thank God. It's crazy. And so, and they was asking, like, did the friend go to the graduation? Because I want the detail. And so this the thing. So the young lady, and then so they was wondering if the friend is in on it. The friend came out and say she grieving too. She ain't know nothing about it. She wasn't aware. She a long distance friend and all of that. So it's like, I guess the friend wanted to come get her a little clout, wanted to come meet her friend that's about to be a PA or something. And she say she went through a health school journey and got PTSD from school. So I don't, but she didn't say she's a PA. So I don't know if she got PTSD from becoming an RN or becoming something else that was very strenuous and hard for her. I don't know, because she ain't specify, but it looked like she done got married. She done got married on the way, so she might not even be doing her health job, or maybe she is. But that's what the goal is. And it's like, listen, a man don't care about that. We don't care if you a doctor or anytime when a man care about that, because he want to use you. So that's all what it is. When my wife told me she wanted to be a doctor, I was a grown boy. So it's like, now that I'm a grown man, my wife could be a janitor if she want to be. She could be a rock picker. Like, she could be anything she want to be because I'm a grown man. But when I was a grown boy and she said she finna be a doctor, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna be a stay-at-home dad. Yes, sir. I'm gonna be on the couch, eat, chill, watching TV, kicking my feet up. Yeah, putting good pipe down. That's what I'm thinking. God had other plans. Flip the script on me. Now I'm a sole provider. I'm a provider. I'm not gonna give up. And I'm like, I know it's a survivor, but I'm a provider. I'm gonna have B2K make that song for us. And so that's the thing I had to realize, like, we don't care nothing about your job. So y'all don't go try to become something just to look more classy to a man. So that's what the video vixen did. She went to like med school or so, try to do something in medicine to look classy so that she could snag an athlete. And I remember I met an athlete, pro athlete, and his career had to come to an end, and he was fire hot that his woman had done decided not to go to med school after she met him. And she was on track to go to med school, and then met him and dropped out of it and started having kids. And so now his career was over and he was going broke. And he was like, had she went to med school, she would have finished after a few years and become a doctor, and we wouldn't have no financial problems right now because she would already be a doctor. But now we gotta sit and wait for her to finish med school. And he was hot. Cause then she went to go enroll in med school. And then guess what? They end up divorcing. Not long after she finished, or probably even before they finished, they end up divorcing. And it was like, but him going through financial issues and having stuff going on from being a pro athlete and started having mental issues, and he kind of lost his mind. So it's like she had to leave him. So it didn't want even like at that point, it wasn't even like a finesse, like, oh, I got knocked up by a pro athlete. I get to kick my feet up, be a wife, be a mom, do nothing. And then after he done playing and not making no money, now I could go run my bag up and I could just leave him. Cause it wasn't like she left him and he was in a perfect man, perfect situation, good man, or nothing like that. Because her friend, same thing, was with an athlete. He stopped playing. He ain't been playing in several years, and they still together. And so it was like and that's because he didn't lose his mind, but the other guy lost his mind, so his wife had to leave him. And now, rightfully so, she's a doctor. She could take care of herself. And so it's like, if you're gonna do it for you. Don't do it to snag no man. And if you're not gonna do it, don't fake and front and pretend like you doing it. Like, don't do it. And here go Kira. She telling her story. So she the historian. And I'm gonna tell you now, and these young ladies, they look like they come from money. I mean, look at her. I mean, just glowing and just hair good and just skincare routine good, lip gloss popping. I mean, come from money now. It may not come from money, but just good mom or good mom and dad or good dad, whatever it is. Talk to your kids like that. Talk to your kids like that. Put your kids on that path. Let them know it's possible. Take out the loans if you got to take it out. Do what you got to do. Show them the route. Show it to them from a young age and put them on the right path. Tell them to love themselves. Tell them to do it for themselves and live their life. Live their life. Because that's just how it go. That's one of them things. So you got to realize that. And that's just very unfortunate. And listen, I don't, I'm not a psychotherapist or nothing like that. So I don't have a blueprint for your mental health. But one thing I'm gonna tell you that I do, one thing I do is if my mental health is starting to wane, I'll take me some me time. I'm gonna go get me a massage. I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go get me a massage. I'm gonna take and go sit at the water. I'm gonna do something and just do what I got to do. Do what I can do. I'm gonna do that. And the reason why is because you got to take care of you. Now, one thing I noticed, this one thing I have literally felt a physical change is when I work out, that mental gets so strong. If I work out and then don't let me work out consistently. If I mess around and work out consistently, that mental health gets so strong. I'm talking about I be so good. I can't believe it. So that's what you got to realize. And so just take that understanding, y'all. Do the work. Do the work on yourself. And just take the time and realize that you can't fake the phone. Like, you got to be the real deal. Love on yourself. And another thing that I'm gonna tell y'all, use social media and don't let social media use you. one of the things that y'all are sleeping on is the fact that you are smart. You sleeping on the fact that you smart, and you sleeping on the fact that you can work and that you can figure this out and you can do what you need to do. And you sleeping on the fact that every social media can be pimped for your good. You can figure out the social media and you can make it work. Every social media. And you can earn money from every social media. And you got to take and learn that right there. Learn that you can make the money. And if you got to sit with ChatGPT, some of y'all don't like AI, but if it's gonna make you a living, then you need to get with it. But take and learn what you need to learn and get to that point, to that place to where you master, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, whatever it may be, master it and start making money from it. And let me tell you what you do. You log in and you log in, you make your post and you log out. Point blank period. Log in, make the post, log out. Don't scroll, don't look around. You've been on social media long enough now to know who edifies you. When you go on social media, don't look at nothing. Type in the name that you're looking for. So you type in RC Blakes, you type in Tony Gaskins, you type in the name, you go right to it, you look for the latest video, you watch the video, you go to your next person, watch the video, and get out of it. Don't scroll, don't be looking around, don't be wasting time, don't do none of that. If you want to know what's going on in the world, then you got your blog, your gossip blog that you follow, or you got your news channel that you follow. Do that and be done. Go on about your business. Go on about your business. And so think about that. But hey, if you ain't in the purpose pushers, we got a call tonight, 7 p.m. If it's tonight, not sure. But join us, grab your spot. It's a free trial. Check it out. When you go in, go to Classroom, listen to the recorded calls that you've missed. Get in the group chat, the community chat, read the motivational quotes. I got people posting, connect. You could DM people, post your own quotes. Go on, get on in there, join us. You're going to hear me mention it every video. Get on there. We're still moving along with the destinyapp.com. We're working on getting in the app store. So that's why I ain't really been pushing it too hard, just in case we make that transition. So think about that and keep your head up. God bless you and keep going.